Okay, in this lesson, we're going to review or understand what adjacent and vertical angles are, as well as congruent angles. So adjacent angles are going to be two angles that share a common side and have the same vertex, okay? They're right next to each other, adjacent, connected, okay? So here, 1 and 2 are considered adjacent because they share this common side right here. It's like sharing a wall. Adjacent rooms, like in a hotel, an adjacent room is where you have a wall between you. And sometimes in those hotel rooms, they have like a door between them. So adjoining rooms. Okay, adjacent is where you're sharing one side. So another sample of adjacent would be like 1 and 4. They're sharing this ray right here, or that side. Okay, vertical angles are going to be two angles that are opposite angles from each other. They're formed by an intersection of two lines, and they are considered congruent angles, meaning they are equal in measure. So for example, here's my visual for vertical angles. Notice this right here. See how I have kind of a turn sideways V? That V is pointing to the other vertical angle right there. There's the other V. So I say, oh, those are those angles that are across the V from each other. Okay, these 2 and 4 are equal in measure. If 2 was 30 degrees, then 4 is also 30 degrees. They're considered congruent angles. They're equal in measure. And that's going to come in very handy in this chapter, understanding that if you know one of them, the other one's exactly the same. The other set of vertical angles on this are 1 is vertical to 3. Okay, so those are also equal in measure to each other. They're not necessarily going to be equal to 2 and 4. 1 is actually 150 degrees, and 3 is also 150 degrees. Those two are congruent to each other. So adjacent angles are two angles that share a common side. Vertical angles are going to be two angles that are equal in measure, that are directly across from each other through a set of intersecting lines.